it's Nikki, busting in on your feed today with a really fun folio project. Now, I got this idea from May Made It, and she is the queen of folios. She makes great ones. And this is made with 3 pieces of cardstock and our designer paper, whatever you want to use. I have picked Disney to do today. Had a couple friends go to Disney recently, so we're going to make these for them. And what this is, when you open it up, it does have a magnetic closure on it. You open this up and you've got, it's like a little mini photo album. And all decorated for Disney. We've got a couple of pockets in here that we're going to put photos on. Now this is space enough to hold 8 photos. I know that's not a whole vacation, but you know, it summarizes your Disney trip, I feel like. And yeah, then it was fun to decorate, fun to do. Sorry, my mind went blank there for a second. So let me show you how to make this. You need 3 pieces of cardstock. I'm using black because I felt like it coordinated really well with my Disney paper that I'm using. This first one, you can see that I have already scored this because I messed up the other 2 and had to start all over. But I didn't want to throw this piece away. You're going to score this one at 5.5, right down the middle. And then we're going to fold it and crease it. Alright. So, that was the only one I didn't mess up on. Look how, because, you know, if I would have messed up scoring it right in half, we would have issues. So, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. We're going to take these 2, and these 2 are going to be scored exactly the same. We're going to start at 3. And since this is a little bit thicker of cardstock, this is 100 pound, and I believe I got this at Michael's. It's just 100-pound cardstock. It's sturdy. We're going to do this nice and slow, more than once, because I don't want to jump my line and get a wonky score line. So 3 inches. We're going to move over here to 9, and again, and we're taking that a little slow. We really want to work the paper. And then 9.25. Go down here. Do that a time or 2. Alright. Now, if you want to, you can flip this over and score it again on the other side. Really loosen the paper up. Again, you don't want to jump the line, so just, you know, take it easy. Don't be a willy-nilly scoring person. Alright, let's do the second one. We're going to do this one exactly the same. We're going to score it at 3. Get it worked out. At 9 and 9.25. Alrighty. And again, like I said, you can flip this over and do it all over again. Working those fibers. So, y'all, totally random subject change here. I've had this scoreboard for years. Years and years. Love it. You know, it's functional. It does its job. Tonight, I finally figured out that if I color in the numbers, I can see them better. Y'all, sometimes I worry about myself. Alright, so that's all scored. We can put this away. That's all our scoring. So now we're going to fold and burnish. Crease it down. You want to make sure you're getting good creases on here because, like I said, this is a little bit thicker of cardstock. And you got to be careful when you're doing these smaller little sections like this because there's only 1/4 inch space in there. So, but remember, it's paper. You can train it. Excuse me. So y'all been doing okay? I just been playing with paper. Playing with paper. So that is going to make part of our spine for our folio. And I promise all of this will make sense. So we're going to fold this up, crease it down, fold this side. Oops, see, it almost wanted to jump on me. We don't want it to do that. Now we'll get this other one. There we go. All right. So again, all right. So we have our two that are like this, and our one that is just folded in half. We're going to come back to that one. So with these laying the exact same way, we're going to take this little flap and we're going to glue it to the back of this one. Okay. Now remember, you've got two score lines here. We're going to this first score line, just like this, because we want this to fold over. Okay? Are y'all with me? Is that clear as mud? Alright. So, without the old handy dandy art glitter glue here. And again, like I said, I just picked black cardstock because I thought it matched really well with my Disney paper. You can do these for any occasion. Any paper collection you have, just pick a coordinating cardstock to go with it. So we're going to take this, line it up. We want it even. And you don't want to cross that other score line. Make sure we fold, and we're good. And we're going to smush it down. Smush, 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 smush. Alright, let's flip it over and do some smushing too. Alright, so this is the base to our folio. We still have to add our other page, but now you get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, y'all still with me? This little flap, we're going to take this piece and we're going to attach it. Now, I'm going to make mine a pocket. You don't have to. You can glue this flat down if you want to. I'm going to make mine a pocket. If you glue this flat down, you're going to need an extra full sheet of paper, and that'll make sense in just a minute, in a few, when I explain that to you. So we are going to just the edge there, and a little bit down here at the bottom because we want it to hang on, because we want it to be stable when we start attaching all this cardstock to it. And again, you still want it to be able to fold. So we're going to take it, push this down, just like that. Make sure everything is nice and straight. And we're going to squish. Glue and smush. Glue and squish. Instead of the bend and snap, crafters do the glue and squish. Alright. So there we go. And see, look, I got a little bit of glue right there. I got a little glue happy. Alright, we'll get rid of it. So now we have a pocket right here. Let's make this a pocket over here. So we're going to glue this down. We don't have to glue that right there because we're not attaching anything to it. So we'll just glue those sides. Pinch them in just a little bit so that, you know, easier for things to get in and out of. And what are we going to do? Glue and smush. Alright. So now we have our base. I'm going to attach magnets. And I will tell you right now, don't forget to attach your magnets, because we're going to cover them with paper and hide them. And it's much easier to do it now than if you try to uncover the paper. Do I speak from experience? Maybe. So these are just little, let me pop out that. 1mm magnets. They're super, super tiny. I'm hoping that they work on this. We need 2 positives and 2 negatives. And they do have sticky on the back, which helps a lot. And they're dancing around everywhere. Doesn't matter which one you use. See if I can get this paper off. Might need to grab my pokey tool. And we're going to place our magnets. Now you want a positive and a negative, obviously, because you know how magnets work. They repel each other on the wrong sides. Or the same side. Whatever it is. Alright, so there's one. And we're going to put it about, you want about a finger's width, give or take, because we want to be able to make sure our paper covers it. Oh my goodness, all my magnets stuck together. Alright. Let's unpeel this one. Yeah. And we'll try to get them lined up as the best we can. And again, a finger's width. Now I have chunky little fingers, so. Now then, what we're going to do with these, because we should have the opposite, is see how they attach like that. And we're going to pull the paper off like this, like so. Pull the paper off this one. Maybe. Alright, there we go. And now we're going to fold this over and let this flap pick those two magnets up. Before you do that, make sure you stand it up and get everything nice and straight, because once it does it, it's hard to get them unstuck. And then we're going to stick them. And there we go. There's our magnet closure. Alright, now, to save time on this video, because I did not want y'all to be here sitting through an hour-and-a-half long video, I went ahead and pre-cut my paper. But I will tell you the measurements. I'm not going to leave you totally blind. You need three pieces that are 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. And that is going to be your cover, this page, and your back. Okay? And that's 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. And now, as y'all know, the hardest part for me is picking out my papers. But I thought this would be cute on the front. Magic Memories. And now we are going to decorate this with stickers and all that good stuff too. So, and I struggled because I thought the back side was cute, was pretty as well. So we're just going to glue this on. We're going to glue and squish. I should trademark that. Glue and squish. Just kidding. Alright, and we're going to try to center this up. We want about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Let's unfold it. Make it a little easier on ourselves here. And again, you want to make sure that you get around where your magnet is. You want it nice and stuck. Now these magnets are a little bit smaller. I get these off of Amazon, and they are thicker, and it's okay. I can tell the difference. Nobody else probably could, but they stick up a little bit more, and the paper doesn't want to stick down as well around them. So I recommend the thin ones, the 1 millimeter, I believe is what those are. Alright, so there's that one. Let's do the back while we've got it opened up. What do we want to put on the back? How about the clouds? I like the clouds. What do y'all think? Yes, just like I said, to save time in the video is why I went ahead and pre-cut everything, because y'all see me cut paper. And I didn't want to, you know, make you sit through all of that when this is the good part. The decorating is the fun stuff. Alright, so there's our back. Can y'all see? Am I up there where I'm supposed to be this time? If you saw my last video, y'all, I wonked the camera, and I am so sorry. I was like, oh my goodness, that's going to be fun to fix in editing. Because I'm not 100% sure where I wonked it. I just happened to glance over and see it was weird. So hopefully, y'all didn't have to look at it sideways too many times. My cat's in here with me. She's wanting to get up in my lap. So if you hear puny little noises like, you know, somebody's getting mistreated, it's all because my cat is mad because I won't let her in my lap right now. Alright. And there's that page. So there we go. We got a cover. We have a back. We've got a inside back cover, I guess you could call it. Alright. So the next part now is our other full pages. So this one, and this one. Now, let me tell you, if you just glued this straight down and didn't make it a pocket, you would need one more this size. And this one is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it's a 1/2 inch smaller than our covers. Okay, are y'all with me? So if we were going to do this, you would need one more page this size. But I turned mine into a pocket. So, alright. So let's see how we want to lay this out. Because I'm one of those. I don't want too many similar colors together, if that makes sense. So we're going to put this one right here. Really fast. This was a cut apart sheet, can you tell? And y'all, I'm telling you, when I say I scored on Disney paper at the consignment sale, I got a whole lot of Disney paper. I really do. So I'm going to try to do, like I said, I want to craft my stash this year. I should give y'all a tour of my craft room so you see what I'm dealing with when I say I have a lot of paper. And I still buy more. Can you believe it? If you're a paper crafter, you can, I'm sure. Oh, I have a little bit of spewing glue there. Alright, let's get this one covered. These two. Alright, so should we go this way? Or should we go this way? I think I like this one. I think I like this one. And again, like I said, you can make these for anything. First day of school. Those are always really cute. Graduation. That's a good idea. Cute little wedding album. That's a good one. You know, even in the fall, you know, if y'all do the pumpkin patch thing and you've got pictures from your family at the pumpkin patch. Or I know a big thing down here is going to the sunflower fields. People do that a lot when the sunflowers are blooming. Y'all, I don't know what. Oh, that's cute too. No, I think I like that one. What was I talking about? Oh, the sunflowers. Yeah, that's a big thing down here is people going to the sunflower fields. Which, I love sunflowers. Never been to the sunflower fields, believe it or not. Maybe I should go this year. Alright, let's get this one down. I think I'm going to have to let the cat out, y'all. Instead of letting the cat out of the bag, I'm going to have to let the cat out of the room. She's over here clawing at the door. I think she thinks she's trapped. Either that or she thinks she's missing out on treats that the other cat might be getting. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all. But she would have sat in here and just bugged me to death if I didn't let her out. Alrighty. So now we're going to cover our flaps, as they're called. Get those out of the way. That's what I was rubbing up against on. Alright, so one of these, and I believe it's this one right here, is a little bit smaller than the other ones. This one is 2 1/4 by 8 1/4. And that one, this piece is going to lay here. And again, I like to lay mine out just to see kind of how I want to, put them around. Because the papers are so stinking cute. What do y'all think? Yes? No? Maybe? Let's put this one here. And maybe that one there. What do you think? I like it. We're going to go for it. This was part that I cut off on the cover. Well, wrong way, Nikki. Goodness gracious. This was actually on the bottom of the paper, and it was this way, or maybe it was this side that I cut off. It was one of them, one of the sides. And I thought, oh, that's cute, with those little flags down there like that. All right, get my old trusty glue out again. I think it's funny that I saw this meme about paper crafters that, like, yes, I like to cut paper up and glue it back together. And that's basically what we are doing. Now, yes, I am eyeballing this to try to get it even. But at this point, when the first one is down, I just try to keep it even across the bottom. Because hopefully, if I cut it right, it's all the same length. But you never know with me. I had to restart the video over after I glued the two pieces together wrong. Glued the two pieces of paper together wrong. Words are hard. Alright. Get this one down. Alright. And then we just keep on going. I don't remember if I told you all the measurements. This one is 2 1/4 by 8 1/4. These three are 2 3/4 by 8 1/4. Couldn't remember if I told y'all that. I have to refill my bottle of glue here pretty soon. I have been gluing like crazy, y'all. So like I said, in an effort to craft my stash, I've been making cards. Trying to get ahead of the game this year. There's just, to me, there's something about giving somebody a greeting card. I like it. I don't give greeting cards as much as I should, even though I make them. Isn't that crazy? Alright, we'll put this one down. And y'all, we're almost done with this part. Alright, so let's fold this back up. So now let's do our front flap. This one right here. For our front flap, you know what? I think we're going to round the corners. What do y'all think? Let's round the corners. Sorry, I had a moment there. Had a moment and had to go with it. So let's see. Use our little corner chomper. Let's just do a 1/4 inch. Let me do the small one. If you want to round them now before you put your decorative paper on there. And then let's see. Just so that it matches, we're going to round the corners on this page. Do we want this one? Or do we want this one? Well, those little cups are cute, but I think I like the hearts. So we're only going to round this side of this paper so that it matches up against that side. Makes sense? We'll glue this bad boy down. Put you back over there. Might need it again in a minute. Yep, we're a little wonky. Little wonky. Alright, so now I like to compare. Because it's going to lay next to this more than anything. This one or this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to, look, I put that away and told you we'd need it again. Oh, look, I almost used the wrong size. Ah! Y'all are just seeing me make all the mistakes. Should do a blooper reel, I think. Of course, I don't really feel like I make a lot of bloopers. I just, leave everything in there so y'all can. This is it, y'all. This is real crafting at its finest right here. All right, so we're going to put this down. Now, we have our magnets under there, so we want to make sure that we are gluing and squishing, especially around the magnet. Gluing and squishing. All right, and y'all, we have a folio. We're not quite done yet. Still got some decorating to do, and we got to put these together. These, over there for just a minute, are our little inserts for our pockets. So I cut 4 pieces. Now these are 5x7. So I cut 4 insert mats, as you want to call them, that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And I think just to make them go in easier, let's round them real fast. What do you think? Well, it's too late now, Nikki. You've already started. We'll round these really fast. I didn't want y'all to miss out on too much with the video, but I feel like pre-cutting the paper ahead of time was okay. This paper is a little thinner. I think I can do 2 at a time. I don't feel like you missed out on too much on cutting the paper. You're seeing the process of how to put it together, and then the fun stuff of actually decorating it. Oh, look, that one cut wonky. There we go. Which to me, the decorating is the best part. Unless you're like me and struggle with, oh, do I want this paper or do I want this paper? Alright, I think I can safely put that away now. Alright, so I know I have 2 reds, and I don't want to keep the reds together. So we'll put 1 red one there, and 1 red one here. Oh, these are just white on the back. So it doesn't really matter what we do on the back, does it? Alright. So I did mix up a couple of different Disney collections in doing this, because I had a few different collections, but it's Disney, so it's inevitably it's all gonna match, or at least coordinate. I shouldn't say match. And a lot of times, a lot of paper companies, technically they don't call this Disney. It's like a magical adventure or something like that. You can only tell it's Disney, y'all. I mean, there's a castle. Magic, Main Street, That one's a little crooked, but it's okay. Because it's handmade, not made by a machine. But yeah, I think anybody who looked at this paper could, realize, oh, hey, that's Disney themed. And then we try just to, get these nice and centered and straight and even. Glue and squish. This is not a difficult project. They actually come together very easily. And I like this paper because it doesn't really have an orientation to it, so I can't screw it up too bad. Go like, oh crap, I put that in upside down. Not that I have ever done that. No, not at all. Put that there. Oop, it shifted on me a little bit. Alright, good squish. Y'all know the drill. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to put our photo mats in. And what that is just to give people ideas of exactly what this is for. We don't want to spend all this time making it and you hand it to somebody and they say, what do you want me to do with this? So what I did, again, I went ahead and pre-cut these. These are 4x6. I just used some white cardstock. It's not even real thick cardstock. They're 4x6 photo mats. And what we're going to do is just that. That way, who the recipient can put their pictures in here. They're 4x6 photos. Now, I could have print and cut these on my Cricut, made them look, you know, a little better, but I didn't. I just cut them out and hand wrote it on there because guess what? They're going to cover it up with a picture. So you're not going to see my handwriting. There's also a stamp set out there that was made just for this that is on my wish list. I think it would be cute to have it. But like I said, I could have, you know, done it on my Cricut. Did print and cut on that. But I digress. I just did not feel like doing that tonight. Alright, sometimes I feel bad covering this cute paper up. And you can change these around. You don't have to do 4x6 photos if you don't want to. You can do, you know, place 3x4 here or 5x7, whatever photo will fit on there, I believe is up to you. Alright, so those two stuck together. And again, like I said, this folio will hold 8 photos, 8 4x6 photos. Which I do think is awesome. Alrighty, so we'll put this over here to the side for now. Bring our folio in. And you can put these, you don't have to put them dead center, you know. Get a little crazy. Some of these, like on some of those, the photo inserts that, you know, are going to go in the pockets, we could have done some of those landscape if we wanted to. And the recipient still can. Let's put this one up here. I know that leaves some space down below, but we're going to decorate it, so it'll be okay. Alright, let's get this one. I almost went off the edge with my glue there. Can't drive the glue bottle anymore. Alright, so let's get a little crazy and do this one sideways. Oh, we can't do this one sideways. Not too much, because we don't have enough room. There we go. You can do it sideways when you get to put on there straight, Nikki. Alright. And we got 2 more, y'all. This hasn't been too bad, has it? But even if you're making these, you know, without me in front of you, you can do all of your prep work ahead of time, you know. Nothing says that you have to do it right then and there. here. I just think that's so cute. All right. Last one, y'all. And then we get to put the final decorating touches on it. Did y'all think y'all were going to make a photo album this quick? Let's see. Let's put him up here this time. All right. There we go. So now let's decorate. Well, let's put these in here. That one in there. This one in there. All right. Let's see what we've got. See, we're getting meaty after you put all that cardstock and the photo mats, and now we're going to add some decoration. So we need something to go right there. Let's pull out the old handy dandy sticker sheet. And see what we got. Alright, so I like this one right here. It says magic starts here. And we're going to put that right there in the middle-ish. Oh, well, look at that. Stuck to my finger. Got glue on my finger, y'all. Big surprise, right? Alright, I think we need something up here. What do we need up there? Do we want to put a little flag up there? A banner? Let's put a banner up there. I like this one. And I like to turn these so that I can line them up and stick them down straight. Look how cute. Now my idea for this, and I'm hoping that it doesn't, come back to bite me, is these little word stickers right here. I wanted to put some of those on there. But I'm hoping that they don't come off from wear and tear. Does that make sense? So we'll put one like that. Let's get a different color. And we're going to just run these side by side. Get my little fat fingers out of the way. If I can get them on there straight, that is. That one over. You know what? I have all these tools. I should use them. Get the handy dandy tweezers out. There we go. One more. Let's see. What color? Let's do Wonder. There we go. I know it's red. I know it's going to clash with the background, but I think it'll be okay. And we'll put that one on there. Can y'all see the struggle? The struggle is real. Oh, so cute, so cute. I bent that one a little bit. I hope it's okay. What should we put up here? I think it needs a little something, something up there. We have Wonder, Believe, Memories. You know what? Where's the mini? No, the mini bow will clash. Should we do a corn dog? Look, I got a sticker of a corn dog, y'all. Let's do some sunglasses. Why not? We got it, right? Because they're too big, Nikki. That's why you can't do the sunglasses. Well, that sucks. I liked the sunglasses, y'all. Oh my goodness. Maybe we don't need anything up there. Nope, I found it. We're going to do Mickey hands. We're going to do Mickey hands. We're going to call it Jazz hands. How's that? We got Mickey Jazz hands going on, y'all. See, there's our front. Look how cute that is. All right, now let's find something for right here. I kind of like the Ferris wheel. Let's smack a Ferris wheel on there, see what it looks like. What do you think? Ferris wheel. You know what? The sunglasses fell off. So we are going to put sunglasses right here. And I really want to use this mini bow. So we're going to put a mini bow in here too. We'll put mini bow down there. Alright. So I don't want to do too much to these because we don't have a whole lot of border. And I don't want to put anything right here because of this coming in and out. So what do we want to put right here? Let's get this. And we're going to put it right here. But the edge is going to hit. We'll just move it a little bit down. There we go. Oh, it's a little crooked. That's okay. It's okay. It's a little crooked. And let's see. Let's put something right here. Got an airplane. I don't have a flag. Let's put a bumper car. I'm going to put a bumper car. Put a bumper car right there. Now, I do have some of these that we can use. And let me show you what we can do with those. Oh, we got some balloons. And we've got this one. See, this is what I'm talking about. It technically doesn't say Disney on it, but you can tell it's Disney. So, we are going to use these. And we are going to have to trim them down just a little bit. Get my stuff out of the way over here. Alright, so we'll put that one right there in that corner. And again, we're going to trim this down a little. Because we are going to make it work for us. Not cut that straight. Hold on. Felt the paper shift on me, y'all. We're going to trim this down. And we're going to put it right here. Now, we don't want it to get in the way of, let me move this so that I can move this over. We don't want this to get in the way of them trying to put their picture down. So, when we glue it, we're only going to glue right around here. Oh, I did not cut that straight, but it'll be alright. And we're going to squish. And then that way, when they go to put their picture in, it'll still slide underneath, like that. Alright. So, we get that one, we got that one. Alright. So what do we want to put right here? It's going to be hard to cut this one down, but I think it'll still be okay. There's a little bit of white border on there. What I think is my trim. There it is. So we're just going to shave that little white part off. Y'all know how I am about shaving my paper. See, I mean, I literally just shaved a little bit off. Wanted to get that little white border that was poking out. Move that out of the way. And again, same thing. We are just going to glue around where we want this so that the picture will still slide underneath. Does that make sense? I hope so. Alright. Oops. It slid on me, y'all. Alright. Glue and smush. Oop, had a little bit of glue spew out the bottom there. It's okay. Alright. And then, let's see. I think it needs something else. I don't know what. But what do y'all think? Look at it. Was so easy to put together, y'all. And it's, 3 pieces of cardstock and your designer paper, whatever paper collection you want. So here we go. Let's do the final reveal. We're going to open it up. We got a place for a picture, a place for a picture, place for 2 more photos, place for 2 more over here. I still feel like we need something right there. I may go back. We'll see. And then we're going to open this up. And we got a place for 2 pictures right here. And our back is all decorated. So stinking cute, y'all. What do you think? Alright, y'all. If y'all like this video, please, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it. And again, I'm always taking suggestions. What do you want to see me make? I've just been, at this point, making stuff I like. What do y'all like? Within reason, that I am capable of doing. So, give me a thumbs up, like this, subscribe, share it with your friends. And y'all, if you haven't followed, what are you waiting for? I mean, there's some crafting craziness going on over here. So, for now, that is it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye now.